All right, y'all. Here we go. Can y'all hear us now? Because I see the monitor's going. It's here. Can y'all hear us? Okay. Nicole says I didn't mean to type that. You hear it?
That's this.
All
That's
right.
Facebook.
Type what, Nicole? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I didn't see that.
Okay.
All right. So, how many people are experiencing things in their life right now and you're getting worried? And and you worried about what's going on. How many of you all are having financial problems? Seem like you can't get jobs. How many? Hey, Melissa. Hey, peace and blessings. Okay, you hear us. Okay, Nicole. How many of y'all are dealing with, because I'm going to do some brief readings tonight. We're not going to do a lot, but we're doing brief readings because tonight's show is talking about raising your spiritual vibrations, okay? And you have to remember we're in a major transformation. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that you are ready to embrace this energy, and you have to do it by raising your spiritual vibrations, okay? And we're going to share some different things you could do to begin to vibrate on that higher frequency of spirituality, okay? But we are going to do a few. What's so goddamn funny?
Nothing, man. I'm just tripping on the damn. Look at this shit.
What? What? What's wrong? Well, what's wrong? What's wrong?
It's gone. It's gone.
All right, we'll turn the volume down. We're getting feedback here. All right.
I thought the shit had stopped. I was like, what the
Nicole says, yes, Nikki, it is a heavy feeling. Yeah, a lot of people are feeling it, but see, what y'all got to understand is this is the energy that's being emitted to us. This is part of the transformation in the cosmos, on the earth. This is part of the transformation. So pretty much, okay, it's time for us to get ready for the new. And I mean for the new. For the newest new, okay? Not just, I'm not talking about where we always went through a, transformation here, a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. We're talking about a major transformation in your life. Example, yesterday we were out, we were getting some food, and we were in front of the food place, and dragonfly kept flying near the window. I was waiting in the car. And I was like, what the hell is I'm just watching this damn dragonfly fly around the goddamn window. I'm like, what the hell you want? Looked like the dragonfly was trying to get in the car. But I knew it meant something spiritual. Now, we drove down the street about a half a mile away, and that dragonfly followed us all the way down to the next, stop we made, okay? So, pretty much, I'm going to tell you like this. Dragonflies are a sign, okay? Are a sign for transformation. So when you see a dragonfly, that means you're getting ready to go through a major transformation in your life, okay? And, pretty much me being able to spiritually read, I can see that. But you're going through a major transformation in your life. That's why the dragonfly followed us a half a mile down the road, okay? Now, with saying that, you're going to deal with what I call the storm before the calm, before that major transformation takes place in your life. You know what I mean? And many of us are dealing with things in our life financial, like you said, your financial life, your random whirling emotions, the new laughing like Nicole's laughing, like you're stuck in a bubble, peace and blessings, and cluster of dragonflies. I seen dragonfly a couple of weeks ago. Anytime you see a dragonfly, it's a representation of transformation taking place in your life. Now, dead birds, transformation. Okay, what you was gonna say?
Nah, I wasn't gonna. I was just, she said dead birds. It just reminded me of a lot of stuff too, because it just depends on how you see the bird. Because if it's alive and then it dies in front of you, it's different. But Deep Wood says he saw two herons yesterday, one white and one gray.
Pretty much pay attention to the signs around you, because we're getting a lot of signs, but we're not paying attention. And when I tell y'all signs in many different ways, I'm talking about, whether it's insects, whether it's birds, whether it's, you know what I mean, randomly turning on the TV. If you see the first message you see is a message for you, these are signs that are being sent to you by the universe, and you got to pay attention. If you open a book and the first thing you read, that's a message for you. If you turn on the TV, the first thing you see, that's a message for you. You have to learn how to interpret these messages. So what's happening is the universe is sending us signs left and right, y'all. And they're sending the insects, they're sending the birds, they're sending the trees, they're sending, messages through TVs, through computers, and this is real. Pay attention. But all of us are going through this major transformation. It's sort of like a new type of energy that's coming in, so powerful that it's going to leave you. You're going to forget about your past. It's like you're going to be on another, how can I put this, y'all, another dimension, okay, where you're going to be living in another whole world. You're going to forget all about the past world, you know what I mean? So we're coming into that type of energy, and this is why it's so important for you to raise your spiritual vibrations, to embrace this energy. Otherwise, you get what, I think it was, Nicole was talking about the feelings, the emotional feelings, because we're not understanding what's going on in our lives, but it's affecting all of us. It's affecting the animals in this planet. It's affecting all the species. It's affecting the planets, the stars, the weather. Okay. Peace and blessings, Utrell, Ashley. Peace and blessings. Okay. Baby birds. I've been seeing a lot of dragonflies every day. Just seen one the other day flying in front of my car. When you see that, and it was that same thing that happened to us, Melissa, I was like, straight transformation. Transformation getting ready to take place for a different, let's put it this way. As I told y'all before, if you walk in righteous and you're doing righteous things, you will be truly blessed during this major transformation. And see, they're giving us signs, and you have to pay attention to the signs. Because during this major transformation, if you were walking a righteous path and doing the best you could do and doing right by people, doing right by things, you know what I mean? You shall be seeing your blessings coming soon. I'm going to tell everybody by September, a lot of you all are not going to be dealing with financial problems. A lot of you all are going to be dealing with new employment or new, moving. Good stuff is getting ready to happen for a lot of us, okay? So do understand that it's the storm before the calm, okay? You're gonna go through this like the last remnants of this earthly realm, and we're getting ready to be taken to the next dimension, okay? So we can be totally blessed, okay? Go ahead.
Let me go back to what I said before when there wasn't any sound on YouTube. The last video me and WUNAM did was we talked about R. Kelly molestation, but before she got off, she mentioned that she saw Aretha Franklin. But somebody asked about her, and she said she saw that Aretha Franklin was gonna pass within 1 to 3 days, and she passed in 2 days. So for y'all, those of you who missed it, y'all can go back and check that one. It's about we talking about R. Kelly. It's called, the name of the video is called R. Kelly Admits It on YouTube, and she goes into what she saw with that and everything. We talk about molestation in the black community and stuff like that. But a lot of times we do these readings. She'll see a celebrity that's laying on their deathbed, and she'll predict that they're gonna pass in a couple of days, and it happens. But she's not really the one who like to brag and go back and say, well, I predicted that. I always brag on it, but she predicted it. So I just think that she needs to get more props for that. For nobody else, she's gonna get it from me. So I just want to say that.
Oh, thank you, brother. Think about goddamn props. I'm just a messenger. I'm just a messenger. A messenger that people gotta know. I want to go back to what Mia said. She said, I was thinking of a Roman art picture, then all of a sudden I see that my coworker has the exact same picture as a tattoo on her neck. Now, this is another thing we have to do, family. We got to learn how to read signs, okay? Mm-hmm. It's not a coincidence that you seen that picture and then she has this picture on her neck. There's a meaning to that, which means Maybe you need to watch out for her. Maybe that was a sign you were supposed to see that. Maybe she's not doing right by you. Many different things. A morph just flew in here. Morph is confirming what I said because they represent transformation too. But so pay attention to the signs. Watch her, Mia, because that's what I'm talking about. Little signs like that, stuff you don't even pay attention to, that is a sign that you need to pay attention to. Okay? The universe is going to show you many things. Go ahead.
Yeah, Love and Peace said, what about lizards? I seen one today, and some days I feel good and some days I don't. What does that mean?
Lizards in Africa, in African culture, because I'm always going to be African first, and indigenous lizards are for protection. Mm-hmm. So anytime you see a lizard, or even the little, the little lizards, or what they call them, what do you call them? Chameleons? Salamanders and stuff like that. They are for protection. So pay attention to that. Pay attention to that. That lizard could have been there to protect you for one reason or the other. Okay? And with that, pay attention to your surroundings, to people, to what people say, to what they're doing. Do pay attention to that. So when you see a lizard, and I'll tell you like this, in Africa, in certain homes in Africa, especially in the Dogon, which is one of the oldest tribes as well, they have lizards all over because lizards were known as the protectors, and I'm with that because at the end of the day, the Dogon's the one who told us where the stars was. So I'm gonna believe every goddamn thing they say. Because obviously, whoever came back to tell them how we existed and where we came from told them that the lizards protect, okay? Mm-hmm. So that's what I know it to be, for protection. So pay attention to what's going on around you, okay?
Deepwood says, what about herons?
Herons, you said they were black and gray?
No, I think he said one was gray and I forgot what he said. I think white and gray. White, yeah, he said one was white and one was gray.
Okay. What I'm seeing with the herons, they represent a not a transformation, but a rebirth in your life, okay? Like a rebirth. When the herons show up, it's like a rebirth that's getting ready to take place, and I'm going to say pretty much spiritually. So when they're showing you what's getting ready to take place in your life, there's a rebirth, maybe a new you coming about. Maybe a next level of your, beingness or matureness or whatever's going on in your life. It's showing me that the herons are showing you that they're, come to show you that you're getting ready to go through a rebirth. You're going to wake up one day, and what's going to happen is you're going to feel like a new person. You're going to feel totally different. Like your mind is not going to be the same as it was yesterday. You're going to feel totally different, okay? And that's why them herons was presented to you and crossed your path, okay? Nicole, I can't see the video now, but I'll check it out when I get off of Facebook, okay? Isaiah Coleman, what about wasp? Brother Dinkler. I got to tell a story, Isaiah, because I got stung by a wasp. And this wasp was determined to sting my ass, okay? But I know that it was sent from Africa. And I know that I had to be stung by this wasp for spiritual reasons, okay? And when I tell you I was in a car, I'm closing the window and everything, and I'm hurry up trying to close the window. That little bitch came through the window and stung me in the stomach. And my stomach swelled up. And luckily I didn't have a reaction to it, but then Spirit showed me why. They showed me what happened, and it was sent because something was going on with my body. So I got stung by the wasp, and I noticed after that I wasn't having any more numbness in my body. So I knew it was sent by my spirit and ancestors and sent from Africa to sting me. It had to come, and it was following me all over the goddamn pop. Like, what the hell? Goddamn wasp, I'm slapping it out the place, you know what I mean? And I'm like, what the hell? And that little bitch said, I'm coming inside your car. I'm going to get you one way or another, and stung me in my stomach. I was good. So pretty much, wasps are messengers, okay? Wasps are going to bring you messages, okay? They're pretty much part of like the bee family, so they're gonna bring you messages. Pay attention. When you start seeing a wasp around, there's something you need to know.
And also, wasps and bees, they also represent another form of
transformation.
What? I don't want to say transformation. I meant to say
Vibration.
Prosperity.
Prosperity.
Yeah, prosperity.
Yeah. Wasps, yeah, that could be another thing too. They could represent prosperity, but do pay attention with the wasps because they are messengers, okay?
What you think about today? A lady in South Carolina, she was walking her dog. It's not funny, but she was walking her dog, and I guess she was walking it too close to where alligators live, and the alligator snatched bit the dog chain. She was walking the dog, and it proceeded to drag her in the lake. The dog in the lake, and she was trying to save her dog. She wouldn't let the leash go, and the alligator dragged her ass and the dog in the lake. And
it's not funny, y'all. It's not funny, but
so she ended up dying, right? And they rescued the damn dog. What do you think about that?
I think the dog would have got his ass ate up that day, goddamn it, because I wasn't trying to save the goddamn dog. I love animals, and don't get it confused. I will save my dog from another dog, but for my alligator, I'll have to get another dog. I'm with you on that. Okay, I'm with you on that. Okay. Wait a minute, hold on, let me go back. Okay. Courtney says, what about cardinals? Been seeing them all my life. Cardinals are messengers too. Cardinals bring spiritual messages to you. Spiritual messages, and you got to listen because cardinals are known for bringing spiritual messages for you, okay? Pay attention, listen closely, watch. You know what I mean? Eyes open says, what about black cats? A few nights ago, a black cat I never seen was crying at my back window till I came outside and sat with it for a while. I pet it, then it just left. Black cats, from my traditional African ways, are sent by the ancestors. So anytime you run into a black cat or you see a black cat, despite of what you've heard, Western terminology that when they cross your path, it's bad luck, that's not true. Anytime you see a black cat is used to come to you in the form of your ancestors. So listen very closely to what that cat is doing and saying. And if that cat was at your back window, that was an ancestor giving you a message, letting you know they were looking out for you. So anytime you see a black cat, it's not bad. It's always good because most of the times they're used by our ancestors to bring messages to us.
You know, it's funny. My dad, he's very superstitious, and we'd be driving. And depending on the direction of the cat, if we were going and the cat crossed our path right, he would slam on his brakes once the cat passed, and he would spit in his hat and turn it backwards. I mean, yeah, every time that happened, and he was like, I was like, what? He said if he didn't do that, he was gonna have bad luck, and he was scared the hell of black cats.
Yeah, that's not true, y'all. The real traditions. But, Ken says, I got chased by a squirrel. Let me explain something to y'all. Just as well as we are going through a transformation, every species on this earth is going through a transformation, even the trees, okay? These animals are becoming smarter and wider, and they're also becoming more spiritual, okay? So when you see animals and the squirrels start chasing your ass, that squirrel know what the hell he's doing, okay? All of these animals are becoming more consciously aware. They're starting to think more like human beings. If y'all go on the channel, we watch it all the time, right? These animals are becoming very, very aware, and people sleep on them because, everybody have you thinking animals are dumb, they don't know. No, animals know shit. How the hell you know? You in a goddamn dog's head or the cat's head? How you gonna say that dog don't know? You ain't in the goddamn dog's cat or cat's head or the cat's. These animals are very smart. And just because they don't talk like us don't mean that they don't think like us.
And science has always been proven wrong when it comes to certain things like that. I remember when I was coming up, they used to say that dogs only saw in black and white, and they didn't have any comprehension as far as like understand what we were saying, and they only stood commands. And as you seeing, like you saying, like when we'll watch videos on YouTube or on the internet. And these dogs and animals, they pout just like us. They act like humans.
Yeah.
I was watching one. It's one person that has a channel on YouTube, and they always videotape their bulldogs. And their bulldogs get all excited about a movie, barking, and so they see just like us. I don't know where they get this information from science from, but it just seems like a lot of stuff that they said was when we were coming up is just proven to be wrong.
Ira, this is what about parrots? Now y'all know parrots can talk, right? Because they'll repeat what you say. Um, Parrots, I don't hear too much spiritual. I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I think parrots come from space some goddamn way. I think there's some type of space created or some type of alien created bird. You hear what I'm saying? I don't know. I have to do a little bit more, spiritual, searching for that. Okay, I don't know too much about parrots.
So Horace says, what do woodpeckers represent?
Woodpeckers for humans, they don't represent too much. They're more for nature. Okay, woodpeckers are more for nature. Okay, if you hear them, they're working. I used to hear them doing stuff in the trees all the time. But a lot of times, woodpeckers are more here for Mother Earth, okay? Laughing my ass off, I used to have dreams of these big roaches flying at me. I watch out for any now. They make me nervous now. Oh, you don't want no roaches. You don't want no big flies and big roaches around you. Tell them why, Brother Dinkler.
Because they usually represent demons and stuff like that.
That's right.
When demons are around, even like if you notice in the movies, they are like people that are possessed by demons and shit like that. They'll have like roaches and shit in the movies and flies all the time. Especially them big harsh looking flies. They appear out of nowhere and they all over the house or whatever. Those are demons.
So them dreams, they could be being spirits trying to attack you through them big roaches. Okay. If you see them in human form, be careful. Very nasty, very dirty. You know what I mean? If you see the big flies, it's always some type of, they come with the energy of demons, okay? All right. My sister had a mouse in her house that was really smart. It would not get on the mouse traps or sticky trap. I told y'all these.
It's funny, somebody just asked, what about mice?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The spiritual meaning of mice. And then
okay.
That's funny.
Mice, rodents. Everything on this earth serves a purpose. And a lot of times man doesn't want to, respect this. And I understand, they got to do what they do. Mice is, serves a purpose too. They eat the goddamn roaches and the spiders and the bugs, okay? Right? But nature has its own way of, however we was created, of knowing exactly what she's doing. And a lot of times we want to think that we, you understand, have the power to change shit, and we ain't got the power to do that. Leave it alone. Let nature take her course. She knows what she's doing. Okay?
Candy Rain says, I spoke to 3 people named Ruth today. Could there be a significance?
What'd she say?
She spoke to 3 people named Ruth today.
Candy Rain, like I was just saying earlier, there's a sign behind that. So from this point on, you got the initial sign. You spoke to 3 people named Ruth. Either you're going to meet somebody named Ruth, or there's somebody named Ruth that's going to do business with you. Just pay attention to what happens after that, okay? Pay attention to what happens after that, or what's happening in your life right now. That's not a coincidence. Like I'm telling y'all, universe is sending signs left and right, left and right, left and right. Signs are coming all over the place, okay? Now, we have a family of turkey in our neighborhood, and we do not know where they came from. Somebody let them turkeys out.
What? Turkeys are fucking mean. They attack your ass, too.
Yeah. Somebody let them turkeys out, Michelle. That's what I see. Somebody, let them out, drop them off, and I don't know what their plans was to do with it, but somebody let them turkeys out. Okay, Maya Christie says, what do hawks and crows represent? But before Maya Christie, Renee asked the question, what about spiders, cream color, and black spiders in the home? Spiders are another type of species that actually is for transformation, okay? Spiders represent a transformation, but do be careful because some of them are poison. I know the brown recluses are poison.
I knew you was going to say that.
I don't like no goddamn spiders, y'all. Brother Dick will tell y'all. I will not touch y'all in your habitat, but you coming in this bitch, I got to kill you. I'm sorry. Forgive me, ancestors, but they got to go. Cause I was bit by a spider when I was little, y'all. When I was in camp, when I was 11 years old, I was bit on the back by a spider, and I still got the markers about this big by a brown recluse spider. Nikki don't do spiders at all. Period. So if they're in your house, get rid of them. Get them out because you don't know which ones are poisonous. Okay? That spider put a hole in my back about this big. Okay? So pretty much I don't do the spiders, but they do represent transformation as well. So when you see a lot of spiders around, that's a transformation or a vibration that your life is getting ready to, embark on. Okay? All right. I don't mess with big birds. All right, Day, I don't blame you. Any questions from over there? All right, family.
No.
We're talking about raising your spiritual vibrations. This universe is presenting us with a very, very powerful transformation. And this is taking place on a level beyond our comprehension. But you all need to embrace the energy and begin to start vibrating on a higher frequency by raising your spiritual vibrations. That means getting in tune with nature. Some of the things you can do, okay? Walk outside barefooted. If it's still hot, walk outside barefooted. One thing. Go ahead.
I got somebody made a statement. It's not really a question. They just Xavier France said, I got stuck. I guess they meant stung. They got stung on their wedding ring finger, and couldn't wear it for a while.
That was a sign. That was a sign. That's what I'm saying. We don't pay attention. We so caught up in the stresses of, running back and forth, work, money, all this going on. We don't pay attention to the signs that the universe sent us. And see, you got bigger signs because a lot of people were seeing the repetitive numbers of 111, 222, 333, 444. That was the beginning of the universe sending us signs. Now they're sending them in many different ways, through insects, through animals, through birds, through many different ways, through books, through TV, through, stuff like what Candy just went through, 3 people named Ruth. So now the universe already alerted you with your birthday and the different repetitive numbers you were seeing. Now the universe is going to show you more and more signs by sending different insects to you, like I said, different animals to you, and many other different things that you're going to see. Pay attention, y'all. Don't be so caught up that you're not paying attention to the spiritual transformation that you're going through.
Nubian, Lalabelle, Queen. What about seeing ladybugs? It's funny because we had a ladybug in our house yesterday.
Ladybugs means blessings is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Ladybugs means stuff is getting ready to go very good for you, okay? My granddaughter caught one and she was holding it, walking through the house. She's like me. When I was little, I used to catch ladybugs and all kind of insects and shit, right? So ladybugs represent blessings. Good things is getting ready to come to you, okay? Hello, brother Dinkman and Nikki. Sharon says, I had a dream. I received a gold chain with diamond-shaped medallion with a third sphere inside. What does that mean?
A what?
A third sphere inside of it? What do you gotta say?
A sphere?
It was
like
it was a diamond-shaped medallion.
Mm-hmm.
Diamond shape would be what? That triangle, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? Because diamonds could be shaped many different ways. You know what I mean? So it had a third sphere inside. What does that mean? I don't know. I can't. I have to see it. I have to see what you're talking about.
Young Valley said, what about skunks?
Look here. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Skunks, I haven't ran across a skunk, but be careful because they like to spray. What if your ancestor's a spider? Will you kill it, Ira Day? I will kill it in a heartbeat because if it's an ancestor, it could find another body to occupy. God damn it, because I don't know if it's poisonous or not. And that, as a matter of fact, ancestors, spiritual ancestors that transition off this earth will not come back in the form of a spider. That's not African tradition. Usually anybody that's a lot of American Indian traditions, they believe that a person that is a human, and when they transition off this earth, they can come back as a bird or hawk. That's not African, okay? In Africa, a physical being, spiritual form, always returns in another spiritual for a physical human being form, okay? But you're damn right. If it was, oh well, you got to go because I know there's many other bodies you can occupy. Okay. You are so right, Nikki. Signs everywhere. Sharon Vincent. Hey, Sharon. Hey, cousin. What's going on with you? All right. So, hey, Alderico. Hey, Alderico, the topic is raising your spiritual vibrations. Okay? Now I said number one, walk out in nature a little bit more. Y'all need to have your behinds out. Don't go to work, come home, and then on the weekend you're partying, you're just so occupied. Spend some time in nature. Spend some time talking to the trees, barefooted. Walk on the ground, walk on the grass, not on the dirty ass cement, but walk on the grass, walk in the dirt. Spend some time with nature. That's one way of raising your spiritual vibration, okay? Also, spending time with a lot of water, drinking a lot of water, praying over your water. Okay? Another way to raise your spiritual vibration. Go ahead. Anything on that one?
Sunshine Girl says, "What about foxes?"
Them little goddamn trifling little bastards. I don't like foxes. They bite. Um, Foxes could be a spirit. A lot of times when you see them, a lot of animals like that, sometimes they could be your spirit animals and they could be your guides, okay? Pretty much when I see foxes and somebody tells me they had dreams about foxes or they had, ran across a fox or a fox ran across them, a lot of times that's a sign letting you know that that's a spiritual guide for you, okay? Foxes are very independent, very, very determined and
very slick.
Very slick, you know what I mean? But I mean, in a spiritual sense, though, if you run across a fox or dream about it, that's probably a spirit animal, okay? That walks with you. All right, so he says, ball inside the diamonds was shaped like playing cards. Okay, the ball inside the diamond. Okay, it was the diamond like on a card, a diamond like that, and it had a ball inside of it. I'm gonna have to tap into that one for you, Sharon. Well, go ahead.
Xavier France says, "What's my spirit animal?"
Hold on for a minute. How do amateurs raise their vibration? Start with intertwining with nature. Like I always say, when you walk outside, you walk into yourself. Pay attention to the nature. Yes, sun gazing is very good, but do start out very minimal minutes, seconds, as a matter of fact, seconds, until you are able to build yourself up to do it no longer than maybe 5 or 10 minutes. When I do my sun gazing, I can't do it no longer than maybe 10 minutes, okay? But you want to start out first with your eyes closed up at the sun, then you can open them a little bit for about a second or two. Then you gradually take yourself on that vibration. Not that vibration, on that energy of being able to open up to the sun rays like that, okay? That's one way to, because also the sun, gives us vitamin D. The rays can heal your body. A lot of times when I get a headache, I'll go out in the direction of the sun. It heals headaches. You know what I mean? So it also helps decalcify your pineal gland, okay? If you do a lot of sun gazing, and I try to do it when I'm out a lot, I always greet the sun, always look up, and I let it shine right here. You know what I mean? And you talk to the sun too. Talk to the sun, I'm telling you. Because the sun will answer you and give you answers. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You'll get a reaction out of the sun.
Okay. Any more questions over here? Xavier Fran says, "What is my spiritual animal?" Xavier, your spiritual animal. I keep seeing a big bear behind you. I keep seeing a big brown bear behind you, Xavier. And then you have another spirit animal that walks with me. It looks like it's a white wolf. So I see a bear and a white wolf that walks behind you, Xavier.
And we do, we have many. A lot of people. Well, I ain't gonna say many, but a lot of people do have more than one spiritual animal, or spirit animal.
You can have several spirit animals walking with you. Mm-hmm. And what you need to know is that you can call on them.
Yep. You can send them out.
Send them out for you. You can call on these spirit animals. They will walk with you. I have about 6 different ones that I walk with, that I call upon. And you know how you know what's real? Because when I call them, you can hear them. Mm-hmm. I was doing a ritual outside one day. Not even a ritual, just, paying homage to the earth and I was out standing on the dirt, and I had a young lady that was there for me. We would call on her ancestors, and I began to call on I love Black Panthers, so I began to call on my Black Panthers. And I called on one of my tigers, and she said, "What the hell is that?" She said, "I can hear growling." She could hear the actual sound of that tiger. Okay? So you all need to know. And especially now in the vibration we're in with the transformation, things are merging. Okay?
Remember, I was watching the video. I was watching the video, and she was doing the exorcism, and I kept hearing a growl. I was like, I hear like a tiger or something growling. What the hell? And she started laughing. It was the same thing like that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can call on your spirit animals to walk with you and ride with you. Okay?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So Hart says, I've been having vivid dreams where I visit people or they come visit me while I'm dreaming.
She's just having that doesn't have no really, it's just like you're actually having and a lot of people may notice this. Your dreams are very lucid now, very clear now, and that's because of the transformation. And I'm going to say the dimensions are coming together, you know what I mean, with the earthly dimension. This major transformation that's taking place, so we're going to have more vivid dreams, more lucid dreams, you know what I mean. You're going to experience these things. It's like when you get in your dreams, you like, yeah, I want to come out. I'm having a good time. It's going to be so real. You're not going to be able to tell the difference between reality and a dream. Okay.
Lawrence P says, can you tell him what his spirit animal is? He said his aunt and his grandmother always had, I guess, huge panthers, I guess he meant to say, in paintings in the living room. I don't know.
Panther paintings in the living room.
But he was wondering what his spirit animal was.
All right. What's his name?
Lawrence P.
Lawrence P. Lawrence P. Lawrence P. Lawrence P. What is your spirit animal? What is your spirit animal? What is your spirit animal? You know what, Lawrence P. I see a huge silverback gorilla behind you. That's what I see. I see a huge silverback gorilla behind you. And I don't know. I keep this from the sea. I see a dolphins with you too. Okay. Isaiah Coleman. What is mine? What is your spiritual animal? Isaiah Coleman. Yours is a hawk. I see a hawk that flies with you. This hawk stays with you all the time. Okay. I see a hawk that flies with you, and I keep seeing a big snake with you too, like a snake that crawls beside you, and they guide you. The hawk and the snake. People look at me like I'm crazy when I stand outside and break time, when I hold my hand high to the sun. That's all right. Tell them they crazy, because they should be doing the same thing too. Okay? Michelle says there's a lot of that goes on at night. Wind, trees, movement, and noise. I also pay attention in the daytime, but night is different. Yeah, there's some energy going on at night, y'all. I know I'll be hearing stuff, and I'll be hearing stuff coming out of that cosmos, and it ain't no damn thunder. All right, so what is my spirit animal? That's Reese. Why I keep seeing a bull behind you? Like a bull that walks with you. Yours is a bull. Okay? Now, how do you know what is your spirit animal? Do you just choose one? You don't choose one. You ask somebody to see for you. And I'm actually seeing what spirit is showing me is what animals are walking with these people. So when I go into my first eye, I can see what animals are walking with them, okay? But a lot of times, because you can't see, you will be alerted, and that's why I said pay attention to the signs. Because if you're attracted to certain type of animals, or if you like this or you like that, like I've always been attracted to, I've always been attracted to panthers, cats. I mean, cats, any kind of cats was my favorite. And when I began to see them and they walk with me, they begin to work for me. But the thing about it is I was attracted to that energy of cats. I love cats. I had cats all my life. This is the first time I'm without a cat and I feel uncomfortable. You see? So with saying that, pretty much, family, you'll be alerted if you're attracted to certain type of, animals, insects. These could be animals and insects that walk with you. Okay. All right. Let me see. I feel you have 3 main spirit animals, 9 in total. See, Christina? Yeah. And you can have as many, you can have a lot that walk with you. I know I got 6 of them that walks with me. Okay? I have some warrior spirits. I have some dwarf spirits that walk with me. Warrior spirits. I got a lot of things around me. Okay? Courtney says, yes, lucid dreaming. Yes, dimensions colliding. That's right. The dimensions are colliding. And, a lot of people will have you believe that it's CERN. CERN is messing with, some stuff and trying to, mess with some black holes and doing stuff they ain't got no business doing. However, this is happening naturally. This earth is going through another transformation. This is the 25,900 year mark when we are coming back to the beginning. Okay, so we're at the end of the beginning. Everything is starting all over again. As I told you, nothing new is under the sun. It's all old. It already happened. Technology, all of this is it been here before. It's just a cycle. So we're at the beginning of the end. This is why you're seeing all this major transformation, the spiritual transformation, political, anything. You're seeing it happen right before your eyes. And when we speak of the dimensions colliding, that's why your dreams are becoming more real. And I told y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Like I said, you ain't going to be able to notice the difference between reality and your dream. Am I dreaming? You know what I mean? Okay. Who is my ancestral reincarnation, my true self outside of those who I appear to be in their life cycle? Shu Akin Aten. You've been here a long time. It's not a coincidence that you named yourself Shu Akin Aten. You are an ancient one. But to give you your recent lifespan and who you came back is, Spirit has shown me a third great grandfather. A third great grandfather. Okay? That's what I see. Erica Neal. Oh, wow. Erica Neal, you got a dove that flies over you, a white dove. A white dove that flies over you. And I see a little bluebird. Birds like you. Birds like to be around you for some reason. Erica Neal. I don't know why, but I keep seeing birds surrounding you. Mia, everybody has natural intuition, and yes, your intuition does speak to you.
She might be a child of the,
She might be, because a lot of birds stay around her. Mia, everybody has natural intuition. Some of us, our intuition is stronger than others, and that's why I say I believe some of us use more strands of our DNA than others. But everybody has a gift to see somewhat. I mean, every human being. Animals, too.
It sounded like a cat.
Uh-huh. On certain choices to make, as in yes or no choices, most of the time you should follow your intuition, because your intuition is your GPS. Your intuition is your GPS. And y'all know this to be true. If you're driving and they say, don't go this way today, and you don't listen and you go that way and you get into a fender bender, you should have listened to your intuition. Your intuition is 99.9% going to be accurate.
And your intuition is a lie detector too. Especially for y'all women. You know how you talk to you be like, I knew that nigga was lying.
Woo, Courtney Johnson. Courtney Johnson, you got a white Bengal tiger that walks with you. Very big one, too.
Sunshine Girl says, what's my spirit animal? What's your name, Sunshine Girl?
Everybody want to know their goddamn spiritual animal. God damn it. Hold on, Sharon. What's your spiritual animal? Sharon. Let me see what your spiritual animal is. Sharon. Let me see what your spiritual animal is. Sharon, baboons walk around you. There's a lot of baboons that walk around you. I don't know if you like that species of animals, but baboons are walking around you.
And you pay attention to also too to the type of animals that your spiritual animals are. That's like a baboons, monkeys. They're like kind of like trickster animals too.
Calvin Horgain, your spirit. Calvin. You have a Calvin. You have a you got eagles that fly with you. You got eagles that fly with you. I see eagles around you, and also, Calvin. I don't know if you're a water sign or what, but there's some sea animals. I see dolphins with you too. And I see whales. I don't know what it is about whales, but something with the sea and you and some of the animals in the sea or the mammals in the sea are walking with you. Okay? But seagulls as well. I mean, excuse me, eagles. Eagles. I'm sorry, eagles. Okay?
Sheila, that her name is Sheila. This a sunshine girl.
Mm-hmm.
Say what's her spirit animal?
Sheila, sunshine girl spirit. She got a lot of wolves walking with her.
Wolves.
Yeah, Sheila, you got a lot of wolves walking with you. I don't know if you like dogs, but there's a lot of wolves that walk with you in the forest. They want to protect you. They're standing around you. Wolves that walk with you. You can call on them for protection. Okay. Erica Neal says, I used to be scared of cats, but now it's a cat that lives in my apartment that runs to me every morning, and he walks to my car. I'm not afraid of them anymore. My son told me cats are spiritual. Erica Neal, cats are very highly spiritual. And I've always had cats the whole time I was growing up. I don't know what it is to live without one, and I am right now, and I'm missing having a cat. So cats are very, very highly spiritual. Okay?
One time this man tried to give me a little black kitten.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't bring it home. I didn't want to bring it home.
Well, hold up. Mocha.
This was when I was here.
Don't lie. Why you lying? You just making that shit up. You lying. You making that shit up.
I'm not lying. I'm for real.
You making that up.
I ain't making
you just saying that because you know.
It was an old white man.
Yeah, right. Stop lying.
I ain't carrying no fucking cat home. Hell no.
You know you lying, right? You just making that. He's just making that up to see what kind of rides, because after we get up the show, I'm like, why the hell you done bring a goddamn kitten home? All right. So anyway, Mocha, your spirit animal. Let me see who walks around with. What animals walk around Mocha? What animals walk around Mocha Brown? Okay, what animals walk around? Mocha, you got some Black Panthers with you too. You got some Black Panthers that walk with you. And I see a little rabbit that likes to walk with you. A little white rabbit that walks with you. And I see Black Panthers, but there's a little white rabbit that walks right by your side.
You want to tell them how to use those animals?
I did already.
Oh, okay.
Any more questions? Okay, can you please tell me who my ancestral guardian is? Renee, we're just going to do spirit animals tonight. I don't want to get into the ancestors. That's a little bit more deeper, okay? So,
somebody else got one over there.
I've been attracting dogs lately, considering that I'm afraid of them, and I get calming feeling from them, especially husky or wolf-like dogs. See? Okay. All right. Courtney, so what happens since the dimensions are colliding? What is the ultimate outcome of such occurrence if time is infinite and technically doesn't exist? Pretty much, Courtney, this is why, what's happening is the DNA is reactivating. So what's taking place is when they actually collide, we're going to be more spiritual than physical, okay? So we're still going to have a physical form, but we also are going through an evolutionary process too. So it's like over years and years and years, you notice the human body would change. I don't know what the hell we're going to look like in 2050, but we are going to go through a transformation in reference to the way our physical forms look, okay? It's so much that's going to take place, but what's the ultimate is to become total spiritual beings that's able to still occupy physical bodies. When that DNA reactivates, and we don't know how many years it's going to take, but what Spirit showed me is every 2 to 3 years, one strand of DNA is going to open up. So we're pretty much going to be connected with all of the dimensions, with all of the information that's in the DNA, okay? Because DNA is just information. So you will have access to many, many things. The universe is going to reveal many things with this open DNA. The body's going to start evolving, and I'm talking about on a level where we're probably going to start looking different in years to come. And this is a long time. We probably won't be here to see it, but beings will begin to start looking a little different, maybe get shorter, maybe get taller, whatever is going to happen. But that's what's going to happen. But we're going to definitely, and I'm going to tell y'all, within the next 5 years, you will become more, most of human beings are going to be, how I do what I do and I can see, well, most of human beings are going to have this ability to do it. I mean, it's going to be part of your human being, okay? To be able to actually, see and go into the archaic records and go into the ancestral, information. A lot of human beings are going to have this ability because we're becoming more spiritual. Okay.
Love and peace. What's your name? Love and peace wants to know their. I guess we'll go to.
Give us the first name.
Give us your first name. Love and peace.
Whitney Willis says, "Can you tell me my spirit animal?" Whitney Willis. What is her? I don't know. Do you like owls? I keep seeing owls flying with you. I keep seeing owls. It's showing me a vision of owls. Owls that like to, fly with you. Those are your spirit animals. Okay?
Malik Jones, what is my spirit animal? She don't need no water?
Malik, huh?
You need water?
Yeah, give me a little bit. Malik, hey Malik, you like dogs? Because I keep seeing hyenas walk with you. I don't like them goddamn things either. I don't like hyenas, but in Africa, if y'all go on YouTube, you'll see a brother who his pet are hyena dogs. They look big as hell. You watch it on the Discovery Channel, they look small. No, them dogs are big as hell. But I see hyenas walking with you. Okay? Courtney, do you think that's why there are more autism diagnoses now? It's my theory that autism is a form of evolution, different parts of the brain unlocking sectors that we normally don't use. What do you see? What do you think? Courtney, in Africa, there's no diagnosis for what they call autism. Children in this Western world that they say that have autism, there's nothing wrong with them. They're just different type of beings, and they're highly spiritual. I had the pleasure of taking care of 2 autistic children, and they actually lived with me for over a year, and they were highly spiritual. I mean, so spiritual that the young lady, she loved me. She was crazy about me. She'd say, Miss Nikki, but they both used to rock back and forth, but the mother couldn't deal with them because she had issues of her own. She was drinking. But Sherry would tell me stories that she actually did not know because she wasn't born yet. So what happens is with children with autism, they're just different type of beings, and they're using a little bit more strands of their DNA. They can tap into different aspects of their DNA in their brains that what they say the so-called normal being is. But who are we to deem somebody not normal or with a disease or autistic when they're just a different type of being, and they have more abilities than we do, or some of us do. Just like everybody can't see like I can see. So I might be a little different than a normal being, who they say is a normal being, who can go and talk to the ancestors and see what your ancestors look like. Autism, I don't even like to say autism. These beings are very, very spiritual, very powerful. And I'm going to tell you, I had the chance, the pleasure of taking care of 2 of them, a sister and a brother. And I would study them. I would study their thinking. But I gave them a lot of love. And I watched how they work, and Spirit just showed me these kids are spiritual. You know what I mean? And that's how I treated them. So I don't think, autism is a form of evolution. I think nowadays, because they came up with this new terminology of what autism is, it's nothing more different than if you had a child that, when they say, well, they're mentally retarded or stuff like that. These are just different type of beings, and they're on a different vibration that we're on, okay? But what is that noise?
I don't know.
You hear it? but what happens is these kids with autism are pretty much just a different type of being. Their DNA, is a little different than ours. Okay.
Um, the peace and love. She says her name is, I guess it's Taika or Tika. I don't know.
Where?
Right here, Taika, Tika. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's she wants to know her spirit animal.
Okay. Taika. What's your spirit animal? Taika, your spirit animal are cats. Cats like you. Cats like you. Okay? That's what I see. All right, family, it's about 12:02. We about to wrap it up here. I'm going to go. My first name is Uriah. What's mine? Eyes open. My first name is Uriah. Am I saying it right? Uriah? Uriah, why do I see a big, tall giraffe walking behind you? I see a very big, tall giraffe walking behind you. A very tall giraffe that walks behind you. Okay? Can you tell me what my spirit is? Diamond May. What's your real name? What's your first name? Tell me your first name. Okay. All right. Um.
Somebody, okay.
Go ahead.
Nah, I was just gonna say somebody named LaShawn want to know their talking about their animal. So go ahead.
All right. We about to get up off of here. Because y'all coming with the spirit animal. We supposed to be talking about raising the spiritual vibrations, okay? So that's enough of it. We're going to have to continue this topic tomorrow because we got YouTube and we got Facebook going. I will tell y'all tomorrow. However, since Diamond was the last one, Aaron, your spirit animal, Aaron, what is your spirit animal? What works with you? Aaron, I keep seeing a big peacock behind you, but not only that, you have two that walks with you. Okay, I keep seeing a big peacock walking with the tail out and flaunting right behind you. Okay. I don't know. Them cats? What do they call them? Not bobcats. The ones that got the little ears. Yeah. They're bigger than regular cats.
Not sphinx. What?
Yeah, it's a sphinx.
It's a sphinx.
A sphinx that walks with you too. Okay. Okay. Nicole, since you was on here earlier, real quick, Nicole. You said you seen a butterfly today. Okay. Black butterflies are not a bad thing. They're a good thing. Butterflies means transformation. Okay. Transformation taking place in your life. Beautiful. I keep seeing them all the time, and I'm just saying, okay. And what they're doing is they're letting you know. They're constantly letting you know. When you're seeing these insects like this, they're letting you know, hey, you're going through this level of transformation, you're going through this level of transformation, this is happening, that's happening. Okay? I didn't call you. What are you talking about? Look for the song. Damn voice recognition shit. That's why I don't like that voice recognition popping up and shit. You know what I mean? Where they supposed to. Okay, so.
Because they always listening.
Can regular rocks help you? Mia, explain. What are you talking about? Rocks you find outside?
Yeah,
Is that
like
what you're talking about? Crystals, rocks, you know what I mean?
Rocks like you do.
Yeah, well, as long as you make sure you put them in the sun, you know what I mean? Use the elements to clean them. They can. They can help you. Okay. All right, so hold on. Outside, you're right. You're talking about rocks outside. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can clean them. You can use them. You can put your own energy on them. You can pray over them. They can help. You can pray over a regular rock for somebody and tell them here it's for protection, because it's your power that you put inside that element of that rock. You see what I'm saying? And you can say, I make this for you for protection. Yes, it can help. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I did.
Shoot, didn't you ask me what your spirit animal?